Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is of course the first Sunday of the month and you know what that means. It is haul day. Right, I'm going to get stuck straight in with this cute little green tea dress. Now this is from ASOS. It was £28, which quite frankly is bargainous, isn't it? I think this is one thing that ASOS do so well. Season after season, they are so good at doing a really cute little dress for an affordable price. Now, in terms of fabric, this is 100% viscose, so it is a biodegradable fabric. Winning. Size-wise, I'm wearing a size 10 and I would say that's just the right size. There's enough room for, if I want to go and eat, there's enough belly room in there. But I'd say it fits me and hugs my figure nicely as well, or rather lack thereof of a figure. Now, a few little design elements that I really like about this dress. Number one, the colour. I've not always been drawn to green. In fact, I've tended to stay well clear of green. It's just never been a colour that I've particularly fancied or thought that I suited. But this season, I quite like a bit of green. I'm all over the green. I also love this cute little trumpet sleeve detail with a little frill at the bottom. Just makes it nice and feminine. And then up here, the square neckline. I never really do a square neckline either. But again, I'm feeling it. It's kind of got slight realisation par vibes, but for £28, so much more affordable. Moving on to item number 2, and I have another dress. Now, for any of those of you who have followed me since I first started my YouTube channel, which was last year in June, you might remember from my first ever haul, which was a summer haul, I featured so much stuff from Urban Outfitters. And I have to admit, their spring-summer seasons are so much stronger than their autumn-winter. And again, Urban Outfitters have triumphed. They've triumphed the shiz out of a cotton summer dress. Now, along with the dress being 100% cotton, it is also lined, so you're not going to get that kind of see-through situation. I have a pair of nude, swanky, lace pants on underneath, and I hope you guys can see that you can't actually see anything underneath. Now, size-wise, I'm wearing this one in a size small, and I'd say it fits perfectly. I couldn't want a better fit for this dress. I really couldn't. In my personal opinion, I find Urban Outfitters fits a little bit on the large side. So I would usually go in Mango or Zara, I would go for a size medium. However, in Urban Outfitters, I actually tried this on in a size medium and it was massive. Like, it was quite gapey around the boob area. And of course, I don't really have any boobs, so we don't really want to be going flashing a flat chest to anybody. And so I did have to size down to a size small. Now, in terms of price, this was £59, which I'm actually pretty happy with. I think that that is a very reasonable price for the quality of this dress. We've got a little button-up detail here. I love this low cut. If any of you watched the video, which was on Thursday, it was my Instagram favourite outfits from the month of May video, you will have seen the Faithful dress, which is about £140, £150. It's almost identical to this, but in a beige linen. This is a really good dupe for that dress, and for £59, it's essentially half price. So yes, if you really love the look of that dress, the Faithful one also didn't have pockets. So Urban Outfitters have got one up on Faithful on that mark. Then yes, this is a really good alternative because it has a very similar back design as well, with this little tie at the back. Moving on to another dress, which again is from Urban Outfitters. They're just nailing the summer dresses. This one is a little stripy sundress with little strappy straps. Straps, FYI, are adjustable, which is always a bonus. Just in case you've got slightly larger bosoms, you might need to adjust those straps. Now, as you can see on the back, there's like a little lattice detail, which I think is a nice little touch, makes it look a little bit different. And of course, it is in a stripy fabric. This one is almost a 50-50 split of linen and cotton, so something to just think about in terms of creasing, because the higher the percentage of linen, the more likely it is to crease. I personally like that nature of linen, that it creases a little bit. It just makes me kind of feel like some free-spirited boho nomad kind of person. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Again, similar to the last dress which I featured, I'm wearing this in a size small because again, these do come up a little bit on the large side. Next on the list is this mustard jumpsuit. Now, I think it was in my try-on haul where I was trying on some bits which I'd bought for our trip to Kos, where I featured a stripy jumpsuit. It was actually identical to this one. It was just white with a blue stripe which ran through it. Now this one in particular, this particular colour should I say, is actually exclusive to the tall range. So this is a tall size. I'm wearing a size 10 in this one, so it is for people who are tall, shall we say, not for the vertically challenged, which is very unfortunate because that means it doesn't of course come in the standard size or in petite. However, this is available in a few different colours, so I'll make sure that I link all of those down below in the description box with everything else in this haul. Now it's a gorgeous jumpsuit, exactly the same as the one I featured in that try-on haul, exact same features. We've got the little trumpet sleeves here, which are also similar to the green dress at the beginning of this haul. This tiny little cutout detail here, which I think is really nice, so it almost gives the illusion of it being a pair of high-waisted trousers and a little crop top. I just love it. I think it's really easy going. This colour is probably one of the very few colours which I will wear, but I love mustard. Mustard is so my jam. It goes really well with my skin tone, it goes well with my hair colour. I just love mustard. Now this jumpsuit is £28, which I think is super affordable, especially if you're going travelling maybe, or if you're going on your hollybobs. It's 90% cotton and it is 10% linen, so there's not much of a linen factor in there, only a tiny bit, so you're not going to get that much creasing. Okay, staying with the theme of jumpsuits, jumpsuit number 2. Broke. No. Hang on a minute. Okay. We've had to skip jumpsuit number 2 because this is real life and maybe someone ate one burger or one KFC too many. I do not know. No, I just checked the zipper on jumpsuit number 2, which is very, very unfortunate, but it has a wonky tooth in the zip, so that's what's made it break, which is annoying. A, because it cost £110, and B, I loved it, which I think you could tell from how I introduced the jumpsuit. But we're going to swiftly move on. So clearly jumpsuit number 2 is a no-go, or check your zippers, I don't know. So jumpsuit number 3, let's move on, shall we? This one is from Mango and it was £49. Now, I would say this is a slightly smarter jumpsuit. And actually, even though it is a full-length jumpsuit, which you guys will be able to see from the cutaways, I'm thinking I might actually chop the bottom of the legs off and turn it into kind of like a 3/4 length. Because on me, I am quite tall and unfortunately Mango doesn't always cater for my long legs. But it's a lovely jumpsuit. It's made from 85% lyocell, which is a very, very nice fluid fabric. It floats nicely, it feels nice. Honestly, couldn't fault this jumpsuit. For £49.99, I think it's really good value for money as well. Styling wise, I think I maybe might throw over a biker jacket over this. Of course, when it gets super hot in the summer, that's not really going to be an option. I would probably just wear it as is. Now, in terms of size, I think I mentioned earlier that in Mango I tend to go for a medium, and there's no change with this jumpsuit. I have indeed gone for a medium. It's kind of like, I feel like if anything I would need a small dash medium for something to fit perfectly, but I think you guys know by now that I love things to be a little bit oversized, a little bit slouchy, and I think that's how this fits. My only drawback with this jumpsuit is that it doesn't have pockets. Like, why? I feel like it could just have a couple of pockets and that would make it absolute perfection. But I'm just nitpicking now, so I'm going to move on to the next item. Right, moving on to separates. I'm going to start off with the t-shirt first of all. It's a stripy t-shirt, you know, what more can you say? It's a very basic item, but it's something which I think is really important to have in your wardrobe because it's just one of those easygoing pieces. You can put it with denim, you can put it with smarter trousers, and it just, yeah, it's just a basic item which is just an essential part of your wardrobe. This one I was drawn to because it has more of a subtle stripe rather than a bold stripe, and also because the fabric is not stark white, it's more of an off-white / creamy colour, and the stripe is a little bit more of a faded black as well rather than something really harsh. That's why I liked it. I also like the fact that it's quite a boxy fit. It's almost like a man fit, if you can see, like a boyfriend cut. The sleeves are a little bit longer. I hate anything with a super short sleeve, so you can roll them up as well if you like that kind of look. Now I did upsize in this one to make it super boxy, so I'm actually wearing a size large, which I think is about a size 12. Now I bought this off ASOS, but it's not ASOS own brand, it's by a brand called Selected. Now I don't know if they have their own stores. I actually don't know much about the brand Selected in general, but I do often see pieces on ASOS by Selected, and I just think they're really nice. They're very minimal, very basic, just kind of like core wardrobe staples to have. And this t-shirt was £15. It's 100% cotton, and in my eyes that is a very good wardrobe staple. Now moving on to the jeans. Now I actually bought the t-shirt to go with the jeans. I kind of had that look in mind. They are jeans, I know, which because they're beige they don't look like jeans, but they are actually cotton denim. These are ASOS own brand, and when I unboxed these jeans I was like, ugh, I don't like that belt. However, when I put them on I was like, actually don't mind the belt. I wouldn't wear it all the time. I think I would substitute it for another belt or just completely remove the belt, but it was free, essentially, so winning. Yes, so they're a high-waisted pair of jeans, as you can see. They are very high-waisted, but I like that. I like being able to tuck in a basic and then kind of blouse it over, and I just really like the silhouette. So in terms of size, I am wearing these in a size 28. They do not have, unlike a lot of ASOS jeans and trousers, they don't actually have the varying leg lengths. But as you can see from the cutaway, these do have a little roll up at the bottom. So if you have super long legs, I actually do have super long legs. I have a 34 to 35 inch inseam, so you can kind of use that as a gauge. If you have longer legs, you could always unroll the roll up bit, or if you have shorter legs, you could roll it up a little bit more. And they were 35 of our English pounds, which is a little bit more on the steeper price scale for ASOS. Normally their jeans are kind of under £30, but for something that's a little bit unusual, maybe something that I guess you could deem a little bit smarter, I'd say that's £35 well spent. Okay, next up, I have a pair of tailored shorts. Now these I picked up from H&M a couple of weeks ago. They were £24.99, which is not bad value for money because they are 100% cotton. So really nice fabric, nice and lightweight. The only drawback is they are a little bit see-through, and this is probably because they are kind of like an off-white colour. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing them with the stripy t-shirt, which I just mentioned. And when I tucked that in, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can kind of see the stripes from the excess bit of fabric that I've tucked in there. So you're going to have to be careful with underwear with these shorts, guys. But they're super cute. They're quite smart, I think, even though they are quite short. Well, of course, they're short on me because my legs are ridiculous. But yeah, they've got pockets, they have a little waist tie, and the bit that I really like about them is this paper bag waist feature, which means they're high-waisted, so similar to the beige jeans which I just featured. You can tuck in a slightly baggier or more oversized top, maybe something like a boho smock top or basic t-shirt. You could even do a cami for something a little bit smarter. And then you can just blouse it over a little bit. You get in that nip detail here at the waist because you've got the tie, but then you also get this nice detail with the paper bag. So yeah, just a really nice, cute pair of shorts. I think I'll get a lot of wear out of these in summer because I do like a pair of shorts. Sometimes I'm not always feeling the vibe of a pair of denim shorts because denim shorts can occasionally be quite tight and they can just be a bit restrictive around certain areas, shall we say. So yes, I'm feeling these. These are breathable. Now on to my final clothing item, which is these, oh, it's another paper bag waist. Look at that, I've got a thing for paper bag waist. These are paper bag waist trousers from H&M. Now these are actually from the Conscious collection. Shoo fly, go, shoo, shoo. Okay, yes, so these are from the H&M Conscious collection, which is of course their Conscious sustainable line. Their sustainable collection this season is actually really, really good, and they've got some amazing pieces in their maternity selection from within that collection as well, so definitely worth checking out. Naturally their prices do tend to be a little bit higher because of course they are responsibly produced. So these were £39.99, so 40 squid. Not bad, I'd say. They're really, really nice fabric. You've got this nice little rope detail, very fisherman's friend, isn't it? And then they're just generally a really nice pair of trousers. They're quite smart. I've decided to pair them with a white linen shirt. I just think this whole vibe is definitely very, very me. This kind of colour combination as well was something I'm very drawn to throughout the summer months. And yeah, they're just a really nice pair of trousers. They could be a really smart workwear option if you don't mind this kind of ropey detail. The only problem is you could obviously definitely take the rope off, but you can't fit a normal size belt in here, so you would need to have a skinny belt, or you could have no belt at all, up to you. But they could potentially be a nice lighter summery option for a workwear trouser as well. Now the only thing that I will mention, I have zero figure. I'm literally like 4 straight lines. I don't have curves, I don't have hips. But the pleating detail and the high-waistedness of these trousers does make me look like I've got a little bit of shape, which for me is quite a novelty. But obviously if you do already have some shape, these trousers could potentially emphasise that. So if you like that kind of thing, woohoo! If you don't, maybe stay clear of these trousers. I was literally going to take these trousers off, and then I was like, I completely forgot to mention the size. So I'm wearing these in a size 10, which again, kind of like the shorts, really surprised. Maybe H&M are changing their sizes, no idea. Any of you guys having the same sizing issue? Let me know in the comments below. And when I said they're a really nice fabric, they're 85% lyocell. So again, it is a more sustainable fabric, and they're very nice and floaty. Right, now I can go take these off and move on to the next item. Honestly, it was that bloody fly. I'm back again. I just realised I didn't even need to take these off because my next 2 items are in fact accessories. So bag number 1 is this little beauty from Urban Outfitters. Now this is kind of, I guess that's kind of like a macrame. It's quite heavy actually. It's quite a weighty bag. It's made out of some sort of cord. But the cord definitely has a weight to it. Now the only thing is about this bag, it's obviously super cute. The only thing is it's going to be a little bit tricky to wear unless it's just handheld, or unless you are quite happy to do a crook of the arm. Maybe if you've got your iced Starbucks in the summer, you need to be hands-free. This is not the kind of bag that you can put on your shoulder. That's really uncomfortable. It also doesn't stretch under your armpit. So yes, this is definitely just going to be a handheld bag. It is, however, quite roomy inside. So if you're using it as a beach bag or a bag whilst you're travelling, it's definitely going to be something you can fit your SPF in there, a book, your Kindle, whatever else crap you want to take to around the pool or on the beach. Now, I mentioned this was from Urban Outfitters. And of course I think lots of you will be bracing yourselves for the price because they are a little bit on the higher end of the price scale for the high street. So this bag was £70, which yes, is quite expensive. But it is a really nice summer piece, and again, I know you could probably buy this kind of thing in lots of beautiful exotic countries for a much cheaper price, but of course you've got to pay for that plane ticket there first. So if you are London bound like me this summer, just constantly watching Love Island every single night, and you are not heading to Bali, then there you go, 70 quid, and one of these will be yours. Right, on to my final item and my second bag / accessory for this haul. This is a see-through bag. Can you even see it, or is it like magic? I don't know. This is a huge trend which has emerged onto the scene this season. It's a trend which I would not advise you go and splash lots of cash on. Get something cheap from the high street if you want to play around with this trend, but it is of course the see-through bag trend, and actually what a lot of people are doing is double bagging. So they're almost using these see-through totes as, I don't know, maybe like rain protection for your designer bags. So you're seeing a lot of people putting an Hermes bag or a Judith or a Jacqueline in these kind of bags, and you're basically double bagging. I don't really know what the idea behind them is, but I've got to admit I've been sucked in by the trend. I really like it. I think this kind of thing is also really good in a practical sense for the beach or around the pool if you're going on your holidays. The only thing is that you need to be careful because obviously it is see-through, so you're going to be able to see the entire contents of your bag. So whether you've got valuables in there like a camera or your phone or, I don't know, Kindle or something like that, then you might want to invest in like a little canvas pouch or something to pop inside, which you can hide those kind of things. And then it's actually cool for you to be able to see all the other bits and bobs inside your bag. So a book maybe, or a magazine, some SPF, something like that. It's actually quite cool to be able to see what's inside your bag. So just a tip to hide the valuables and any personal items in a little canvas pouch. Now this one was £16 from Next. I think it also comes in slightly more coloured, what is this, vinyl? I think it also comes in a more coloured vinyl, which is still transparent, but I think it's a bit more of like a rave colour. So yeah, just £16 from Next. A little bit of fun and a way to experiment with one of this season's biggest trends. Right, you lovely lot, that is it for this month's haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Love Island is starting tomorrow, 9 PM. Woohoo! Hashtag not sponsored. I just love it and have no life. So yes, enjoy Love Island, and I will see you on Tuesday for my next weekly vlog, and then on the following Sunday for another video that I haven't actually decided on yet. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you then. Bye! Because we're getting stuck straight into the action today, like that film The Revenant. I want to snuggle with you.